Hello students, welcome to Spectra Education Academy. In this video, I am going to explain the concept of complementary angles at which range is same. So, complementary angles. So, complementary angles are theta and 90 minus theta, at which range of the projectile is the same. So first let me take range is equal to u square sine sine 2 theta by g. So in trigonometry we have let us say the concept all silver, tea and cups. So here we write that 90 minus theta, 360 plus theta, all are positive. In the second quadrant, this is say less second, this is a first, this is third, and this is fourth. So in the second quadrant, what we write is sine 90 plus theta, and one sine 90 plus theta directly we write it as cos theta. So sine is positive. Even sine 180 minus theta, 180 minus theta, so is sine theta. So therefore, let us make use of this. Others, you might know that 180 plus theta here, then 270 minus theta, here 270 plus theta, 360 minus theta. So here tan is positive, here cos is positive, in the second quadrant sine is positive. So therefore, in another way, this can also be written as u square sine 180. In general, sine 180 minus theta is sine theta. Since here you have 2 theta, you write 2 theta. So sine 180 minus 2 theta is also sine 2 theta. So you will get that if you take 2 common here, u square sine, you take out common 2, it will be 90 minus theta whole divided by g. So just you try to understand the difference between this equation. So this part and this part is same. So therefore, so this is R1 and R2. So when does R1 equal to R2 means at an angle theta and 90 minus theta. So let me explain with the help of diagram. Suppose if you got the theta in the projectile motion, if you got that the theta is 30 while doing the numerical, so 90 minus theta will be, so theta is 30, 90 minus theta will be 60. So therefore, suppose if a body thrown at an angle 30, assume that it reaches somewhere. Say this is going to be R1. The same body thrown at an angle 60. Same body thrown at an angle 60, it reach the same point. The range is same here. It reaches the same point. So this is the concept of complementary angles. But in two cases, maximum heights are different. Maximum heights are different. Even time of flights are also different. So let us try to find out time of flights at theta and 90 minus theta, H max at theta and 90 minus theta. Let us try to develop the equations. How they are related to range. So in the first case, you treat this as T1. In the second case, you treat this as T2. So time of flight for theta. So it will be T1 is equal to 2u sin theta by g. Then time of flight for 90 minus theta. So T2 is equal to 2u sin 90 minus theta divided by g. So it will be 2u cos theta by g. Next, suppose if you multiply these two, T1 into T2, so you'll get that 2u sin theta with the 2u cos theta. This is divided by g, even this is also divided by g. So let us write this as 2 into u square 2 sin theta and cos theta. You write g here, one more g you write here. So this is once again range expression. So therefore it will be 2 by g with the range. So get back the range expression is u square 2 sin theta cos theta by g. Now, so you can have the relation T1 into T2 is equal to 2r by g. Suppose if you divide, there will be numerical on this, or maybe directly this is a question. If you divide T1 and T2, so what did you get? T1 is 2u sin theta by g. So 2u cos theta by g, you will have to cancel this and this. 2u you have to cancel. Sin theta by cos theta is, so tan theta, this can be even directly question. Tan theta is equal to T1 by T2. Similarly, let us try to also write H max. H max at the complementary angle. First H1, maximum height at theta 1. So it is H1 is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. Then maximum height at 90 minus theta. So it will be H2 is equal to u square sin square 90 minus theta whole divided by 2g. So this will be equal to u square cos square theta, sin 90 minus theta cos theta, since it is square, cos square theta by 2g. If you multiply h1 and h2, so you'll get that u square sin square theta by 2g into u square cos square theta by 2g. Now let us write this as u square. So I'm taking one sin theta from this, one cos theta from this. Then let us try to have even 2 here. We'll divide with the 2 in the next step. This is by g. So there is 2 here. So 2 multiplied means what? You have to divide 2 here. Then next into. So u square, let me write. So the sin, one more sin theta will come here. So there is also cos theta come. So if you want to make this as range, again you divide with 2 and multiply. So there is 2g again. Now this is going to be only this part will become range here. So this part will become range. So r and r. So it will be r square by 4 into 4, 16 is equal to h1 h2. So range is equal to, square is equal to 16 h1 h2. So r is equal to 4 root over h1 h2. So you may get numerical directly on this step. Maybe some numbers given in place of h1 and h2. If you divide h1 and h2, h1 by h2, so h1 is u square sine square theta by 2g, h2 is u square cos square theta by 2g, 2g cancel, u square cancel, so therefore tan square theta is equal to h1 by h2. Students, in my next video, I'll continue a few more equations on range, maximum height, time of flight for oblique projectile motion. Thank you very much for watching my video, but don't forget to share and subscribe with your friends and relatives. So here almost numericals are completed. Formulas are completed for oblique projectile motion.